Hey everybody, it's Monday morning and I won't say skies are clear, but it's not raining. So, good news, after I put the plug in, turned out that was not the problem. But I figured out what the problem was. Actually, after it kind of dried out, after it stopped raining, I noticed all the boards were dry on the edges, except for I forget why I even looked back here. I looked back here, and this, you can still see a little bit there. This was all soaking wet. What had happened is, some reason, maybe when I was drilling out or something, if you remember before, this pipe here was just stuck to the hole and water's coming out. That's coming from the fish tank. Well, somehow it got pushed back a little bit and tilted up a little bit. So what was happening was some of the water was dribbling back, and when I say dribble, it was actually flowing back. But still, from looking like this, it was still flowing out, so I thought everything was fine. But it was enough dribbling out the back there, soaking the wood, and get underneath. You can still see the air bubbles underneath. I need a pipe. I mean, that's air bubbles. That white spots are air bubbles. So there's a lot of water underneath there. So you can see in the hole I dug, it all dried up overnight. And overnight, I only lost, this time, about 1/4 of an inch. If you look there, you can see the water line is kind of in the middle of the E on pipe. It was just at the edge of the E on the pipe there yesterday late evening before dark. So I figure that 1/4 of an inch is from normal, you know, plants absorbing the water. I have a few plants here now. I have a couple of little drip leaks near the tank. So I'm okay with that. I think everything's fine. And what I did is, as you can see, is I went ahead and put a 90-degree elbow on there and a downspout, so all the water's coming out there now. No chance of the water coming there. I put an elbow here as well, just in case. And I got a brace here, keeping that lifted up so it's level. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the top off from the rainwater for good now. I might still have to come back and glue up some of those lines because I had a couple drips coming out, but I'm okay with that. See, there's a little drip right there. I can press it together tighter, or if I want to take it apart and glue it, I'll do that. But while I got this hole dug, I might dig it out a little bit more and put in pea gravel down there. So, leak solved. Cross my fingers, leak solved, and we're moving on. So, the next problem I gotta solve is that is not breaking the siphon correctly, and I think it's because, let's walk over there. I gotta spray, get rid of some of these weeds down there. See, it's not breaking the siphon. I'm thinking this might be too tight. It's not I don't know, not getting enough air in there. So I bought a section of 4-inch. So I'm putting 4-inch up here for the strawberries. I bought an extra section. I'm gonna cut some pieces, stick it over this, get it down in there, and then take this out so I can pick out any of the clay balls that remained. And hopefully that will help break the siphon. And I'll probably re-drill some of the holes. So that's the only thing I can think of, because it worked fine without the shrouds. So I just need to do that. So I'm going to put a 4-inch shroud in there and see if that works out. I threw some seeds in here last week too, so hopefully they'll sprout. And all the plants are doing fine. Peppers. Might want to open that up a little bit. Peppers are all doing good. Tomatoes are doing great. Like I said, a lot of this is new growth popping up. A lot of new growth here. Leaves are popping out. Got some flowers there. Got some flowers there. Yeah, I should probably nip them this early, but I don't feel like doing that. And let's sneak up. I did put some fish in here last week. I didn't want to say anything because they were dying off after a couple days. Oh, they're down there. Can you see them? I put some pipes in there for them to hide in. They really like that and kind of keep them calm. And there he is peeking out. They also like to hide in the valve hole down there. But these guys have been in there for over a week now, no problem. Doing my test with the API test kit, I'm still showing lots of ammonia, no nitrites, but I am showing some nitrates now. So this up and down temperature maybe have something to do with it. I know the bacteria have trouble when it's cold, and every time we have a storm come through, the temperatures drop. And like we had their next storm's coming Wednesday. These latest storms have been a little bit warmer than the frost ones we had. So hopefully things go well and keep progressing. So it's a problem with aquaponics, you know, a lot of issues, and it takes time to get the system going. But once it gets going, everything's great. Or if I was doing hydroponics, I would have been full planted by now. But like I said, hydroponics on this scale, the reservoirs is, you know, you're pouring the reservoirs out every couple of weeks. I don't want to do that. Buying new chemicals every couple of weeks. I don't want to do that. Actually, I am starting to build an indoor hydroponic grow room with my seedling and microgreens, but I'm gonna just grow greens inside, just lettuce and spinach for when it gets too hot out here. So that's it. Quick update. Leak looks like it's been solved. Thanks for the comments that in the last video helped out. And yeah, it's just the little stupid things. You got to look around, you got to look at everything, and it could be something you, like I said, missed. Something simple as a drain pipe not totally level or not totally downsloping in the right direction. So check everything. All right guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a good week. Hey peeps, I think I'm pretty sure I've solved the siphoning problem in this. It just would never break, and it wasn't the bell, it wasn't the size of the shroud. Oh, it was down here. Let's see if you can see it. I'm gonna see it better this way. There we go. This piece was a little bit longer right here, and what was doing, it was causing this I'm gonna have to replace this with a little bit longer piece now. That's why it's dripping here. But you know, see, it broke. What it was doing is this piece was a little bit longer, and it was causing this to go up a little bit like that, and that meant no airflow back in this pipe, and so it would never break the siphon. It would get down to a point and just keep on draining. So I shortened this up, and I could probably, if I wasn't using one hand, I might even push it up just a little bit tighter, and then I'm gonna get this piece replaced a little bit longer so I don't have leaks coming out of two ends. But it's working fine. This one over here, you can see it's still leaking there. I gotta put some silicone. I'm trying to silicone it, but it's angled fine, has plenty of room, and it's been working since I started it. Now I gotta see if I can get back up. Hold on. Oh, there we go. So I can probably increase the flow of these a little bit more, and it'll still work, is the goal. So it looks like I'm at a hydroton, or whatever you want to call it. I got a little bit more in the rinsing bucket over there. Whoops, over there, right there. And that's probably enough to top this off. So, and I went to the store, I went to the hydro store today, and I didn't pick anything up. I just got domes for my propagators, my seeders, so I can start seeding. I still haven't started seeding anything to come in here. So I need to get that started tomorrow, so I'll have some seeds the next week or so. And since we're going to have rain all this week from Wednesday on through Friday or Saturday, you know, I don't need to seed anything, but I would like to get these are ready to go. I want to get the foam. I want to probably do this one as a float, or I might just set it on top so there'll be some air in between until I get the air lines over here, because I'm going to put air stones in the floaters. And we'll just add as I start getting more plants. You know, I have plenty to go here. These are all, that's empty. These are all cherry tomatoes. So I'll probably put a beefsteak tomato in there. The wife, the kid don't really like the big tomatoes, but I do, and neighbors do. So do that. I want to get some zucchini in here, cucumbers, peas, move the move the peppers down to the bottom. I guess my next crisis or issue I need to see if I can fix is twofold. You can see this is a little bit cloudy, and I thought it was the seaweed extract I put in, but look at the sump water. The sump water is pretty clear, even though I just put new hydroponics in there. It's pretty clear water. And if you look in here, oh, I did this today too. I took out the bucket that was screwed in, and I slipped this in so I can now see the flow and everything, and I'm going to start taking my test readings from here. But that's the other problem I know. I want to increase the flow through here without having to increase the pipe size. I don't want to redo the pipe size. So one thing I'm looking at, I'm going to try to figure out, you see here, try to do this one-handed, but the media, oh, a piece of fruit got through. The media gets on top of here and the air doesn't quite blow them, keep them going. Some of the media gets stuck against that, and I think that's impeding some of the flow. So I might put a T there and just drill crap ton of holes in it to get it so it can flow more. Try that first. I might get a bigger air pump to try to, bubble that up more. I increased the valve right there. That valve is going to the fish tanks here. I open it up a little bit and increase the flow in here, hoping it would just start increasing the flow. It basically kind of, I don't mind that pipe. I just put in there, I playing around. But increase the level here, not here. So I don't know what's up with that. Why is it increasing the level here and not, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. So increasing the flow, I would like to happen. And I like to clear this water up, because this was crystal clear water. And I know putting the seaweed in, it would have clouded it up some. And that's been a week ago. Hey, and one little fishy's out of the tubes. So I'm trying to figure out how to get I'm thinking maybe if I increase the flow, it'll help get rid of some of the fogginess. Or the other issue is maybe it's starting a little bit of an algae bloom, which I hope not. Because you notice in the wood here, I have some, unfortunately the way I put them on, have some gaps there. And so I was thinking of finding something I can put in between. The only problem is I can take this off. No, can't take that off. So I have to put some in between there. I was thinking about filling it up with foam. That might still be an option. And then where that opening is, I'm gonna either A, paint that part with the green spray paint, or B, put a piece of shade cloth or a weed block cloth to kind of over that flap, cut the holes in it, so, or even just a piece of cardboard for all that. The block, because that's the major the sunlight comes in. I tend to keep these open right here a bit. This is probably too much, just so the fishies can get used to me walking by all the time. I don't ever have this open this high. This one's usually closed all the way, and it's still cloudy as well. So first thing is I'm going to block that hole, and then I'm going to block, probably fill up the sides with foam on the back side right now. Well, the sun, yeah, sun's still there across the sky, so that's the main culprit of sun, and this side here. So that's what I'm going to work on during this week, and seeding plants and still cleaning that up. So yeah, I got my few little crises to go. You can see one of my beds is siphoning right now. That's what it looks like. Looks like bed number 1 siphoning right now. So once the siphon cuts, that will go back to a trickle, and the trickle is the Dutch bucket, because they only have a little bit of water feeding each bucket. So this daylight savings sucks, because it's 6:30 and I'm still out here working. You know, I see daylight and I think I can keep working. That's gonna not work too well as it gets more in towards the summer. So I need to get in and start doing my indoor work, my business work. So let's, oh, that's not gonna work. Close that up. Close up the sump. The float valve is working great now. And I moved that little planter out of the way. So I'm also this week gonna start moving some bricks from the front yard to the backyard here and start forming a planter here and increase this pipe size and push that back. And I might even pipe some of the pipes for the overflow. I don't think I really need an overflow because we never get that much rain, but I don't know, I might as well have the pipe there and then I can tap it in when I'm ready. So yep, that is it. I'm gonna go in and get some work done. Let's see if I can close Fishy Tank up one-handed. I usually close these up at night, help keep it a little warmer in there because it is getting still cool at night, dropping into the high 50s. Right now it's 68 degrees. It was a nice warm day. And that's what I'm hoping for. Unfortunately, the rain coming, it's going to be drop down a little cooler, but it was in the high 70s today. I'm hoping that those higher temperatures will start getting the bacteria chomping on the ammonia here soon. So anyway, that's it for this clip. I will see you guys later. Have a good week. Hey, peeps. Birds are squawking today. And we got our next storm here moving in. Upped it from 10 o'clock tonight to 8 o'clock tonight. So, ooh, it's pretty cool how the clouds, I don't know if you can see that, clouds are moving pretty swiftly there. Anyway, it's, did I already say it's Tuesday? Okay, I think it's March 14th, I'm not sure. March 11th. It's March something. My brain is fried, and you have those times where you know you use something, put it down, and now you can't find it. I spent a whole day looking for the mandrel to my hole saw so I can drill out the holes here and make my Pringles. Isn't that cool? Look like little Pringles. Yeah, it took me a whole day. I just found it like an hour ago and I was able to drill out these holes for the upper strawberries and whatever. And now I know I have a piece of 2-inch somewhere, but I can't seem to find it. Because what I want to do is, I told you guys in the last clip, I want to take, for the drain coming out of here, I want to take a T, put 2 end caps on it like that, and drill the heck out of it with holes to give more volume for the, see, my brain is not with it today, sorry guys. For more water flow, you can see how right there the little K1 media likes to glomp onto that. So I figure the more water, more holes I have, more surface area, I'll get more water flow. But I'm getting quite a bit of flow out of there. I mean, look at that. I turned up the valve to feed them a little bit more, and that's coming out pretty well there. And what I was looking for the 2-inch was for to do that, and then I want to put a downspout on that because right now there's a bed siphoning, so it's a lot more than normal, and I think it's jiggling around the float and causing it to fill a little bit more than it should. So I'm going to put a downspout, and if I can get in there with pipe cutters, I might shorten that as well. I mean, if I shut everything down, I can pull it out, but I think I can get in there with the pipe cutters. But the pipe cutters I have, the blade's already broke. That's what I get for buying a cheap one from Lowe's. So I'm going to take it back and see if they'll refund me and get the better one. So I don't know. I mean, that water's over the float valve now. It's both beds are a broken siphon now. So this is the normal flow out of the Dutch bucket right now. And see how the water's over the float valve? I didn't add any water in, so I think when it's rushing out, when a bed's unsiphoned, it's jostling the float valve. So I either got to put that drain that way and or move the float valve that way. So yeah. Anyway, what did I get done today? I already showed you that. I played with the flows on here. Like I said, I increased the flow on the valve, so it raised up the level a little bit. I played again with it. I already took it apart with the doohickey of putting the skimmer on the top, and it's supposed to create a siphon and increase the flow. I can never get the siphon to go, so I said, screw it. Moved on to bigger and better things. Here it is. I was putting that. I was putting that in there like that, hoping that would create a siphon skimmer. Whoops. And I left it on for an hour and nothing started, so I don't know what I'm really doing wrong there. Maybe the pipe is still not the right level to create the siphon. The other side is more under the water, and it didn't do it either. See, that one's almost all the way under, and I couldn't get it to go. I might try again tomorrow, but well, if it's raining tomorrow, I'm not going to be doing anything. So what did I do today? I pretty much, you can see down there, went through and drilled all these buckets because I didn't want to collect water in them right now because of mosquitoes. So, and I gotta do something with these and clean them out. But I did that. I drilled these out, and I got so lucky. When I was at the hydro store the other day buying the net pots, I just picked a number, just wild number out of my butt, and I went back and forth between 8 and 10 inch distance. I settled on 9, and lo and behold, I have 1 extra. So that's pretty good. I need to wash this out still. What I did is I put a gasket. I drilled a grommet hole. Whoops. Drilled the grommet hole there, just like I did with the buckets over there, and pushed a piece of 1/2 inch in. So I can, if I wanted to, I can push it in more to raise the water level up, or I figure I can just, and I don't have one here, I can just put a little 1/2 inch coupler so the water level will be higher until the roots start coming out. And then when the roots coming out, I can pull off that one coupler, and I can pull this down even more if I need to. And I'll probably put a coupler here, and I might just put another piece of pipe here and have it drain right into the bed here. That might make things easy. Otherwise, I'll come out and down and into the main drain. But yeah, I put these doohickeys on the end, storm cleanouts, so I can do just that. After a season, or strawberries, hopefully they'll be going a couple of years up here, but I won't have to. But if I need to, I can open up both ends. I put these on both ends and flush a hose down there to clean it out if I need to. And if I need, I can get into the drain here to put the coupler on there to raise the water level. Whoop, let's go this way. And like I said, I did the same thing the other end, so I can remove it and clean it out. I ran out of parts again. Didn't really make a list at Home Depot. The plan is to put a different grommet in here, and I don't have the drill bit for that. For that grommet, so I have to go get a drill bit. And then this will push into that grommet, and then I'll just have a tube coming right on down to here. And the only 3/4 inch to 1/2 inch I have is this elbow, and that looks stupid. I'm trying to reuse old parts, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pick up a 3/4 to 1/2 inch straight, so I can just put that there I just have a rubber tube up to here, and then I can just turn it on and voila, strawberries. I love strawberries. And speaking of strawberries, I bought some today. I just couldn't help myself. Let's go over there. I'm gonna have a variety of different kinds. I bought a couple sequoia, which I think they're limited. Got a couple sequoia, and they only bear during certain times of the year. I read it somewhere. Obviously not in there. The Quinault, they're ever bearing. Always giving me strawberries. Ooh, did you hear that? That was the sound of the siphon breaking. Yay! Yeah, so I got some strawberries. I got some basil. I got one beefsteak tomato. We don't eat a lot of those, so I'll just stick that in there. And I got there's actually 2 zucchinis and the one, and this is yeah, zucchini squash, Heirloom Black Beauty. We love that zucchini squash. So my only thought here is the zucchini gonna go in one of these beds where I can put maybe 2 zucchinis in a bed, or do I put a zucchini in a bucket, which my spacing might be too tight for that now that I've been thinking about it. I might have to skip a bucket because the zucchinis get kind of big, and they got really big in the hydroponic system. So I just put them in 10 by 20 with holes in the bottom for now, so this thing fills up and gives them a little drink of water on the bottom there every once in a while. So until I'm ready to put them somewhere. I'm probably gonna go, these I got at Home Depot. I'm probably gonna go to the Armstrong Nursery later this week to get a bunch of strawberries for here. I should have went there Saturday. I missed out because they had Saturday was their strawberry day. You got a free strawberry with every purchase. So I could have gone in and out of the store a dozen times and got free strawberries. So anyway, oh, look up. I put 2 more shade cloths up. So, and I put a wire up there. I'm going to put wires across all those to kind of help brace this. It's there pretty good right now. It's good. I'll have to do the one there that's leaning that way already. I'll have to do, well, I'm going to probably put a wire in between here as well, and then maybe clamp cloths off in the middle. I don't know. So that is all I've done today. And before I go in the house, I'm going to move that blue bucket right there, which is not doing anything right now, back over here on the bricks, so we can collect some rainwater from there, and I can take that rainwater indoors into for the system for the seeds and the blah blah. You know what's indoors. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Gonna go get me a healthy burrito. So that's it for that's it for today. That's it for this video, because I probably won't be out here for another couple days because we got a chance of rain starting tonight through Saturday. So, and I don't like to work out here when it's muddy and wet. So, I mean, I might come out here and check things, make sure everything's working right, but I'll be inside most of the week if it's going to be that way. So, till next time, guys, happy gardening, happy, do whatever you want. Hope your life is successful. Make it that way. Stay happy, be happy, choose to be happy. All the happy sayings. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Later.